Jai. Shri Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai. World Vaishnava Association Ki Jai. World Vaishnava Prabhupada Ki Jai. Gopananda Ki Jai. So, we're very happy to have the founder of the World Vaishnava Association, Paramadvaiti Maharaj, visit us today, and he brings with him the present president of the World Vaishnava Association, Tripurari, Sri Gopananda Maharaj. And of course, a long-time member of the World Vaishnava Association and world preacher of B.V Sridhar Maharaj. Vijay. I was with Paramadvaiti Maharaj many years ago in Vrindavan when the conception of the World Vaishnava Association appeared in his heart, and very big heart that is, and his idea was to bring some sense of unity and community and communication amongst the various Gaudiya Vaishnava institutions, and through such not only nourish the different sanghas, which are all to be one in tattva, in siddhanta, but in philosophy they are abhed. But in expression they are bhed. Bhed means difference. Abhed means non-difference. So we have one singular philosophy that lends itself to a variety of religious expressions. My Guru Maharaj, Om Vishnupad, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he formed his international society for Krishna consciousness, and along with it he formed the Bhaktivedanta Book Trust. Just to illustrate this oneness and difference and how it may play out in the world practically, in his book trust, it was very centralized and very strictly overseen. He wanted that not a word would be changed in the philosophy. He wanted, of course, that his books would be edited according to standards of the European and Western world, that educated people from those quarters would take them seriously. It's like I was just speaking with Paramadvaiti Maharaj, and he humbly said that you should represent the Gaudiya, the World Vaishnava Association in America and write about it, because I cannot write in English. I said, well, you're fluent in English. He said, yes, but I cannot write. And English people, speaking people, if you want to write, it has to be perfect. And so forth. So, or they just won't pay attention to it. This may be a defect, because as we know, and I mentioned the other day, Srimad Bhagavad says, Yat tad visargo janatag viplavo, yasmin pratislokum avadavati. Bhagavatam is saying there may be some mistakes, there may be some editing issues, there may be some grammatical errors, but the urgency of the message is such that those should be overlooked and eclipsed by that message, that people will take advantage of it. But in my country, in America, United States, my own feeling is that its greatest contribution to the world is packaging, which isn't the greatest thing. So to package it, if it's packaged right, then it will sell. If it's not packaged right, then even if it's great, no one will take advantage of it. So my Guru Maharaj understood this and very wisely wanted to package his ecstatic, emotional responses to the text of the Gita, the text of the Bhagavatam, the text of Chaitanya Charitamrita, which constituted his purports. He wanted them to be packaged in the highest quality of English, and then also in terms of its appearance from an aesthetic and visual point of view, high standard quality of printing, which you couldn't find in India at that time, and artwork, and so on and so forth. It's all packaging. He thought, you're Americans, you know how to package. So package the message of Krishna, and then people will take it seriously. They judge a book often by the cover, unfortunately, and that may determine whether or not they choose to read it. So he was concerned about this, and of course very much concerned about that in the process of editing and so forth, that the message would be preserved. So he had a very centralized approach to his book trust, which was singular, one philosophy, the tattva. But his organization, consisting of many temples in many parts of the world, he wanted to be decentralized. That each devotee, and each leader of each community, in each city, devotee, community, would, upon reflecting on the philosophy and applying himself or herself to it, they would get inspiration and they would get insight.